Maybe you've heard the expression that pain hurts, but stress kills. Is that a bit harsh? Is that a little exaggerated? Or is there something to that? Coming right up. Hey, I'm Dr. Ekberg with Wellness for Life, and if you'd like to truly master health by understanding how the body really works, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. Most people come in to a chiropractor or they go to the doctor because something hurts. It's a symptom that gets their attention. But stress is something that goes on behind the scenes. It's the stuff that undermines your body's function. It is truly the silent killer. So let's talk about what that is. And stress is when your autonomic nervous system reacts to something. So your autonomic nervous system, it's the thing behind the scenes that handles everything about your health that you don't have to think about. So your breathing and your blinking your eyes and your digestion and beating your heart and growing fingernails and regulating pH and blood sugar and hormones, all of that stuff goes on all the time. And doesn't happen by itself. It is being managed for you by your autonomic nervous system. So when your autonomic nervous system is in balance, you're in homeostasis and you can quickly return to health. But if something is constantly pushing that system out of balance, then you can't really be in homeostasis. Then there are challenges to your health. So let's talk about how that works. So the two branches are called sympathetic and parasympathetic. And stress, by definition, is when your sympathetic nervous system is activated. That's simple physiology. The inside workings of your body, the physiology. Stress is when you have a sympathetic response. When that part of your autonomic nervous system reacts to a stressor, you have a stress response. So why does it do that? Because your body is a closed system. You have about 1.5 gallons or 5 liters of blood in your body. Blood contains all the resources in your body. You have oxygen and amino acids and vitamins and minerals and fatty acids and so forth. And the blood transports this to all the cells that need it. But it's a resource allocator. Your autonomic nervous system is a resource allocator. So whatever parts need it the most, whatever is the most important in this moment is who's going to get the most resources. So let's say you're sitting at a picnic and you're having a good time, you had a wonderful meal, the weather is great, you're relaxed. Now, your parasympathetic nervous system is a little bit more active because you're involved with digestion, you're in a relaxed state, so your body is allowing repair and healing and immune function and so forth. And in that state, you are allocating most of the blood to those processes to digest food and maintain repair. But let's say that you glance over and you see a grizzly bear come charging to join your picnic. Now things are not so relaxed anymore. And consequently, you have a stress response, and the stress response is there to save your life. So your heart starts beating faster. Your blood pressure goes up, your cortisol goes up because cortisol raises blood sugar, so you have more quick energy available during a stress response. So now all the resources are going to the heart and to the muscles to pump blood out so that you can run and fight and get out of there. And now because your body shifted a lot of the blood, a lot of the resources, now there's not so much available for the digestion because your body says, you know, dealing with that grizzly bear is more important than digesting the food. I'll worry about that later. So in that scenario, it's a very intelligent and very appropriate response. But There are lots and lots of things that create a stress response, not just grizzly bears, not just things that require us to run and fight. Sometimes there's an imagined danger. So anything that gets you tense or frustrated or overwhelmed or angry or fearful is going to trigger a sympathetic response, a stress response. And you're going to have the same increases in heart rate, increases in blood pressure, increases in cortisol, because your body is preparing for an imagined danger. If you imagine it, it's real to your brain, and your brain is going to prepare for that danger, to deal with it, whether it's real or not. So most people today have a lot of stress. Anyone I talk to says we have more stress than we've ever had. And that means most people are in sympathetic dominance. Now, because we are a closed system and we are a limited resource system, there's only so much blood, only so much resources in the body, anytime the sympathetic goes up, the parasympathetic is going to go down. And it's like a seesaw. There is no other way. You're hardwired in your nervous system to do that. It's like you're driving a car. You can't speed up and slow down at the same time. You gotta pick one of them. And when there is a stress, when there's a danger, real or imagined, your body is hardwired to fire off that stress response at the expense of the relaxation response, at the expense of immune function, digestion, reproductive function, repair and healing. So this is why the stress is the silent killer. Stress is the #1 thing that we should be concerned with. So what do we do about it? Well, the short-term solution is breathing, peace of mind, awareness, relaxation exercises, affirmations, getting yourself into a state where you can maybe see that things aren't so bad and there's no reason to be angry and so forth. Long term, we want to work on this. We want to develop an attitude and lifestyle where we don't let things get to us so much. And another thing is, there is no substitute for good health. The body is chemical, structural, and emotional, and all those aspects can trigger stress responses. Pain can trigger stress responses. Chemicals can trigger stress responses. Poor motion in the spine can trigger stress responses because signals are incomplete. The picture that the brain receives is incomplete. So we have to understand that stress is multifaceted, and most stress is the kind that we're not even aware of. That's why it's so important to start understanding these things and working toward stress relief, whether we think we have stress or not. If you take one thing away from this video, just remember this: you can heal or you can defend yourself. You can heal or you can stress, but you can't do both at the same time, because your body is going to pick one over the other. Anytime the sympathetic increases, the parasympathetic decreases. So I hope this was helpful and maybe eye-opening. If you know some people that could benefit from this, please share this video. The more people we can reach with this video, the more people we can help. If you're new to this channel and you enjoy this kind of content, make sure that you subscribe and you hit that notification bell so that we can keep this content coming your way. Thanks for watching.